Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to MaxspeedTV. Tonight, the Rick Motec Cup Series for Extreme Motorsports. 99.com Season 12 unloads here at Nashville for Chase Race number 3. Of course, presented by MaxspeedTV. Myself, Josh from Medlock. Little King, Elvis Rankin, back up here in the booth with me tonight. Elvis, man, short track racing. But only 16 drivers out here, man. Not a huge field, but what do you expect here tonight, buddy? Glad to have you.
Yeah, definitely glad to be here, Josh, and expecting some good hard racing. You know, short track, one of the newer tracks to iRacing. I believe it's the second newest oval track on the software, Josh, and it was released a couple patches ago, and it is a fun little short track for sure.
Oh yeah, it is. I think North Wilkesboro was the other one you was talking about. Another one of those new style short tracks out there, but North Wilkesboro completely different from Nashville here. But I mean, last night I know you probably didn't get a chance to watch it, but last night in the Xfinity Series we had 4 cautions all together. We had a good, long 100-plus green flag run in the Xfinity Series, and I'm hoping these drivers here tonight can do the same thing, if not a little more. But, well, we've been watching practice here, Elvis, and it looks like these guys are having a tough time coming out of the corners.
Yeah, definitely for sure. It looks like some of the guys are electing that high middle groove. Doesn't look like a lot of guys are electing that bottom lane, and I think it's going to be exciting, Josh. We're going to have some multiple lane racing, which you don't really see a lot on iRacing because for some reason it just doesn't work as well as it does in real life. But when you get a track that has multiple grooves, it is definitely fun to race at.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, let's go ahead and dive into the pre-race analytics here real quick. An air temp of 80. We got a strong north wind, though, at about 9 miles an hour. A track temp of exactly 100. It's kind of been fluctuating, going up and down a little bit, but right now it's setting at 100 degrees. 180 laps here tonight, 108 miles. Now, tires here at about 40 to 50 laps, but they get a total of 5 sets of tires. And we did see drivers last night run over 100 laps on tires. And that is taking a big chance of blowing out a tire or two there. So we'll see exactly what these drivers do here tonight. But fuel, I'm estimating probably, Elvis, that fuel somewhere between 80 and 90 laps. Does that sound about right?
I don't know. I'm a road course guy. I don't know.
Well, 75%.
Don't ask the guy who almost ran out of fuel, so.
Well, fuel, 75% fuel, it's like 14 gallons or something like that. So I would say somewhere between 80 and 90. It might be closer to 100, but we'll keep it at 80 to 90 just to be safe. Pit road here, 35 miles an hour, grueling 35. Pace speed here at 45 miles an hour. Let's get down here to the point standings coming into tonight. Do you have those pulled up, or do you just want me to run through them?
I got them.
All right, well, let's go ahead and I'll run through the top 6. We'll let Elvis run through 7th through 12th here. Scott Rambler, after a dominating performance last week at the Daytona Road, he's up in the top spot at 2 spots with 1,093. David Weishart down a spot in the second. 1,092, 1 point back. Nicholas Roman down a spot in the third, 1,086, 7 back. Travis McDaniel up a spot in the fourth, 1,085, 8 back. Rob Haynes up 3 spots in the fifth, 1,078, 15 back. And David Elliott going to be up a spot in the sixth, 1,077. He is 16 back.
Where'd you end off, Josh? Sorry.
I ended with David Elliott in 6th.
Yeah, so we got a tie for 6, actually, Josh, with David Elliott and Garrett D. Grant, the 2 teammates. They are tied, both 1 back. Next up, your reigning regular season champion, JT Hawkins. He's going to be about 4 back in 8th currently. His teammate in John Sterling in 9th. He's going to be about 3 back from his team boss. Tyler Hallman, one of the guys who squeaked into the playoffs, he's going to be about 7 points back to John Sterling. He is in 10th. Todd Craig, -5, the biggest loser from that last race. Josh, he's going to be sitting 11th. He's going to be about 25 points back. And then Paul Irvin going to be in 12th place, rounding out the chase drivers, and 14 points back.
All right, well, looking at it here, now you're calling back behind the driver in front of him. I've got behind the leader, Todd Cray and Paul Irvin. You know, Todd Cray 55 behind the leader of Scott Rambler, and Paul Irvin 69 points back behind Scott Rambler. Now, mathematically probably out of it, but it's not official yet, really, until after Indianapolis, or, yeah, I think it's Indianapolis next week. Wait.
No, we've already done Indianapolis.
We've already done Indianapolis. I'm going back to ARCA. Until after next week.
Next race would be Pocono, Josh.
Pocono,
and then we
yeah.
finish it off at Phoenix for the championship finale.
Yeah, Pocono. Okay, yeah, Pinocchio, as I like to call it. So, 55 points back, 69 points back. They got a lot of making up to do. And I am not seeing Todd Gray or Paul Urban in here. So, this is just really, I would say, going to probably solidify them going to be out of that championship hunt there.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, the chase, you have to show up for the races to be in contention for the playoffs, and the consistency is key. Obviously, these guys are going to be missing tonight, and how far back they are, Josh, I'm going to say they're pretty much out of it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, I would say right now it's going to be between the top 10 right now, because Tyler Hallman is only setting 30 points behind Scott Rambler. He's got some work to do, but if he has a good race and everybody in front of him has not such a good race, well, that's going to put Tyler Hallman right back up into that contention with 2 more races left after tonight. He's just got to have a strong finish here tonight.
Yes, indeed. He doesn't need strong finishes. That's what the this whole season is about. Obviously, the regular season, I know it was a little bit ago, Josh, but no wins and you're in. It's kind of just like the chase. It's pretty much you're running for the consistency aspect. The entire season, these guys have been running for consistency, and it's just going to be your champion is the most consistent, Josh.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You got to be consistent. You've got to show up for the races. Right now, David Weishart is sitting pretty comfortably right now up in here in practice. He is up at the top spot. Rob Haynes, our favorite Canadian, there in second. Vroom Vroom Vroman going to round out the top 3. Currently, right now in practice, Elvis. But we got qualifying, the drivers meeting, and, of course, racing. That's still we got to get to here tonight. But let's go ahead and step away, play the national anthem, folks, provided by Madison Rising. Don't go anywhere. Qualifying will be coming up right after this.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket train, the bombs busting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, Satan's that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land, another prayer.
Alrighty, folks, we're back live here on MaxspeedTV. Qualifying underway here tonight, 5 minutes or 2 laps here. Now the biggest question is, who's going to put in a qualifying lap? All right, now we've got 6 drivers who have. We got Tyler Holman, Mike Rominger out there. Mike just now going to be coming off of pit road. Now, where would you want to start at, Elvis? If you was out here racing, you know, with these drivers out here on this short track, where would you want to start, front or back?
Oh, in the front, easy. Right up front, the front row. I remember, Josh, that every single time you go to a short track, you want to be up front and you want to be in the control of the race. You want to be the guy controlling. You want to be that control car.
So you do not want to be like in the mid pack or back behind them waiting on that control car. You want to be that control car.
Exactly.
All right, well, right now we got Vroom up at the top spot here in qualifying. Now, I didn't make a pick here tonight. Hopefully we have a clean race, but I do expect a couple of drivers maybe to find their way up toward the front. And one of those drivers, you know, we've talked about him pretty much all season, Elvis, GT Hawkins. You got to watch him.
Hawkins obviously starting, not set a qualifying lap yet. Don't know if he's on track yet, but Hawkins, he is one of those guys that he can come from wherever in the field. And obviously, there's a couple of guys that I've seen Josh all season. They've been pretty strong. But, yeah, Josh, it's just all going to be about everybody just seeing who's going to be the cleanest and who's going to be in control. Because in my opinion, if you're in control, you have the best chance of winning the race.
No, yeah, for sure. We was just on Travis McDaniel there coming out of turn number 4, crossing the stripe, losing it, hitting the wall. And, well, coming out of the turns, Elvis, that's going to be the biggest problem. They have got to keep that car straight.
Yes, indeed. They're going to try and do that kind of straight off the corner, try and carry as much excess speed as you can. Obviously, at a short track, it's very tricky to get that right. You got to just manage your speed correctly to where you're not being too slow in the center of the corner there, Josh, to where then you're going to get overtaken. But it seems like we're going to see, as I'm watching right now, Josh, GT Hawkins get his qualifying lap started. Seen a lot of guys, their second lap has been better than their first. Currently, Nicholas Vroom Vroom Roman on the pole position. And here comes Hawkins down the back straightaway. I like him for that mid-high groove in 3 and 4, maybe just setting up his lap. Looks like he's going to. Indeed, he's going to take that nice straight exit off the corner and down to the bottom in turn number 1. He's going to really try and get an early apex, kind of diamond the corner, as you say there, Josh. And
yeah.
Oh, a little tap of the wall. It might be a 0x. The lap might not count. Gonna be a little loose off 4, and it's gonna count for GT Hawkins a 18.678, and that's gonna be a qualifying lap. It's gonna be about 2/10 shy off of our pole sitter, Nicholas Vroom Vroom of Roman.
Coming down to the last 15 seconds here in qualifying, Darren Bruce, Tyler Holman. Looks like Tyler's done. Darren's still out there on the racetrack. Well, that'll be it. Qualifying will be coming to an end here in about 5 seconds. They'll get to the drivers' meeting, and it's going to be Vroom Vroom. He is going to grab the pole out here tonight, Elvis.
Nicholas Vroom Vroom Roman's going to sit up on the pole 2/10 in front of everybody else. That's pretty impressive for Nicholas Roman. Obviously has found the groove that he needs to be running in here, Josh, and he is taking that number 95 and put it up on pole position.
Yep, going to get that ever so needed bonus point. Coming into tonight, setting in 3rd in the point standing, 7 points behind Ramler. It looks like Ramler going to qualify, be the last driver. Going to be qualifying into that 12th spot, so he's going to grab the bonus point there. David Weishart setting in 3rd or 2nd in practice, or second in the points. He is going to be 2nd on the outside here, so he's going to grab the bonus point. So, you know, really that bonus point that Roman got kind of canceled it out with David and Scott getting it too.
Yeah, I think everybody's going to get a bonus point here who actually qualified, except four drivers. But if you qualify decently, and you're going to be getting a bonus point. And the guy who just got a bonus point, I'm going to say, fumbled in qualifying a little bit. He kind of threw a fumble and not quite a pick 6, Josh, but almost a pick 6. Scott Ramler is going to sit all the way down in 12th position.
Yes.
6/10 off of Nicholas Roman. Obviously, he is currently your leader in the championship with 3 races to go, so he needs the points the most, but he is one of those guys who can charge through the field. But like I said, Josh, especially at this track and seeing the lines that I'm seeing, I think it's going to be impossible to pass, to be honest. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it seems to be a lot of that defending to the inside line. That seems to be the preferred lane here, Josh, and that's not the thing you want to see if you want some side-by-side racing. And I'll guarantee one thing, though, I definitely think I'm not going to see 3 wide.
Well, now that you said that, Elvis, if we see 3 wide, it's probably going to be between, maybe a couple of lap cars and a lead car, or maybe a couple of lead cars and a lap car. Them trying to get around them. Yeah, I wouldn't count out the 3 wide. We seen it last night, even though it might have been for a split second or two. We did see it last night in the Xfinity Series, so I wouldn't count it out by any means. But I get what you're saying. 3 wide here at Nashville. You better get 3 wide and get back to either 2 wide or single file very quickly.
I think you have more of a chance 3 wide under caution with the pace car in the middle.
All right. Well, are they going to be already done with the drivers' meeting here? No, it looks like they are just now getting it going here. But let me see here if we can go ahead and pull up our pole sitter here real quick. I've got to find him. Where is he at? Okay, he is not in the regular lobby there. Oh, there he is. He's down there in prime time. All right, vroom, got a copy. Okay, am I still here?
He has gone Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen.
Vroom, you there?
Hollywood.
All right, we'll get him back down there into prime time here real quick. We'll wait. They are in the drivers' meeting here. I probably should have put him in the lobby is where I probably should have put him. Yeah, we'll go ahead and throw him in the lobby there. All right, well, let's go ahead and get to our shout-outs here real quick. Of course, our admins here tonight. I believe it is going to be Ed Morris, Patrick Mower, and Bryce Sidisak, if I'm correct on that. I know Ed Morris is the admin. So, yeah, Ed Morris, Bryce Sidisak, Patrick Moore, our admins here tonight. A big shout-out to them 3 for doing what they do here over in the Cup Series, every Thursday night here for this season. Man, they're going to have their work cut out for them here tonight for sure. Hopefully it stays green. Hopefully we have a good run, but I got to give credit where credit is due with them 3, just in case. Shout out to Frank Rico over there at Rigmotech, the whole team over there. Great products. Don't have any of my own, but I have heard their products are fantastic. If you're in the market for a button box, a wheel, pedals, whatever the case may be, hit them up, Rigmotech. High Performance Simulations on Facebook or their website at rigmotech.com. Check out their products there. See what you're in the market for, and they'll hook you up over there. Rick Donathan putting on an awesome league over here at Extreme Motorsports and 99.com, all the way from, of course, the oval side to the road side. Man, big, huge league here. Glad to be a part of it, and I know Rick's between working in real life and family and the league, man, he is a busy man. A big shout out to him. Of course, Elvis Rankin up here in the booth with me tonight. A big shout out again to you, Elvis, for joining me yet again for another race here. I think it's going to be a good race. And, of course, a shout-out to all the fans out there that tune in each and every week. We got Zachary Zwar out there. We got Jeremy Knapp, Brendan Kennedy out there in chat. Looks like we got about 8 watching right now. We got about 6 likes. So, a big shout-out to all the fans. Let's see if we can get Vroom back up here real quickly. Vroom, got a copy.
Hollywood.
He's ignoring me. All right, well, let's go ahead and pull him down to prime time this time. Since the drivers' meeting is over with, let's kind of get back into the field here a little bit. Well, let's go ahead and interview him. I know he's probably going to get mad at me, but, I don't care. It's short track racing. We'll go ahead and pull him up here. Nick Hunt, got a copy?
Hollywood.
Hey, boy, you barely got me. I was headed to the bathroom.
Well, we won't keep you, Nick. Short
Yes,
track
all right.
racing. You decided to qualify here tonight. Hey, not bad. Ninth right now, but it's short track racing. How do you feel about Nashville, buddy?
Well, let me explain that now. Top 12 get a free point if they get in there. They weren't qualifying. They left 4 or 5 spots open. I said, I'm going to take a free point. So I just went ahead and qualified. Thought I just run a slow lap. That way, if they don't qualify, I'll get a point. If not, I'll start the back where I wanted to. And I ran the fastest lap I've run trying to be slow. So I found out the trick, and I got a free point. And now I just want to try to get to the back before I get run over.
Oh, I see. So you just going to run your own race here tonight, knowing that you're going to start mid-pack here, basically.
I'm going to move over. I'm going to let them go by and let them go up there and wreck. And I'm going to pass them when they're sitting on the side of the road.
Yeah, all righty, buddy. Well, good luck out there, Nick, man. And, hey, 180 laps here tonight. I know you're like, shut up, Josh. Just shut up.
Yeah, see, I'm not even going to figure out pit strategy. That's just too, I can't count that high, so it doesn't matter.
All righty. All right, good luck, Nick. All right, go ahead.
All right,
Alex.
see ya.
All right, well, you had something for him there, but I think he was kind of in between some stuff here, Elvis. All right, well, we'll go ahead and let you, if we can get a hold of him, we'll go ahead and let you interview our pole sitter here, but we gotta get him awake here. Is he awake? Roman! You awake?
Hollywood. He's just getting mentally prepared, Josh. You know, he just doesn't want to get disturbed. He doesn't want to get cursed. He's ready to go, man.
I guess so. I guess so. Well, who do you want to interview? We'll let you interview somebody.
Ooh. All right, you know what? Scott Remler.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get him up here. Let's pull him up here. All right, there he is.
All right, Scott Remler. You got a copy, bud?
Yes, sir.
All right, how you doing today, Scott? You doing good?
Aside from botching my qualifying, I'm feeling okay.
Feeling all right? You feeling all right? So I gotta ask, what are you expectations here? Obviously, starting pretty deep in the field, starting 12th. Did indeed get that bonus point, but what are your expectations coming into the race tonight?
Find a way to pass Wiseheart and extend my point lead.
Those are some pretty high expectations as Wiseheart sitting second on the board. But I if there's one man that can do it, it is. I gotta say it. I gotta just do it once. It's Scottless Rambler.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a tall order. David's been putting in a lot of practice these last few weeks. He's always a force to be reckoned with once the chase comes along. So we'll see. I screwed up today. Let's hope that that's my one mistake for the evening.
Obviously, we hopes for so as well. Now, passing. Obviously, a short track tonight. Got any kind of ideas of how you're going to maybe try and work through these 10 cars to get up to Mr. Wiseheart up there?
No idea, honestly. I mean, the only thing I could think of is save a little bit of tire and see what these guys do 10, 15 laps into a run, because these things are unpredictable. You could go into the corner deep, and one lap it'll stick, the next it'll throw the rear end around on you. So either I'm going to be dodging wrecks and making positions that way, or I'm going to have to find my way around the hard way.
Yes, indeed. Now, Josh, do you have anything for Scott before we let him go and let him get focused for the race tonight?
Scottless Rambler. Good luck.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, get him back down there. Now, man, we got to see here if we can get him up here real quick. Man, I don't know what's going on with Roman. We're going to keep bringing him up here until he talks. Roman, got a copy?
Hollywood. I'm going to say it every time.
I don't think Roman wants to talk.
It's
not
Vroom Vroom Roman anymore. It's Nick Hollywood Roman tonight, Josh.
Ah,
we're going to have to call him.
Okay, I see. All right. Well, congratulations to Nicholas Roman for grabbing the pole out here. It looks like he does not want to talk to us here this evening. Unless he's having some major mic issues or something, or he is totally ignoring us. Well, we can go ahead and, I guess, get one of his teammates up here. Let's go ahead and grab David Elliott up here. David, got a copy? I think this is a prime time ignorance of Max Speed here.
We're
Because
just gonna call primetime Hollywood then.
I guess. David, got a copy. One more time.
Oh, Hollywood.
Nope, he don't have a copy. Okay, then. Well, let's grab another teammate. Let's go with Mike Rominger. We're going to get somebody from primetime. Mike Rominger, got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Finally! Well, let's see here. Roman's ignoring me. Elliott's ignoring me. And I thought you were going to ignore me, too. Well, starting in fourth here tonight, buddy. You got some primetime teammates up there with you, man. Talk about Nashville. Round number 3 here, buddy.
Yeah, I haven't had much practice on this track. I bought it 2 days ago and ran 10 laps on it, and then in practice I ran 48, somewhere in there. It's loose in and loose off, so I don't know how it's going to go. So
I guess we're going to figure it out within 180 laps, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Elvis, anything for Mike Rominger here real quick? Coming down to 2 minutes.
Just good luck, and thanks for not pulling the Hollywood on us.
Thank you,
Good
guys.
luck. Yeah, good luck, Mike.
Thank
you. All right, we'll get him back down there to prime time. Oh, man, I really want to do it again.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, I'll say it again. Go for it.
One more time. We'll get him up here. A minute and a half left to go. Roman, got a copy.
The Hollywood.
Okay. No, he don't have a copy. No, that's it. We're not going to pull him up here again.
Josh going to interview someone else? No, let's do him one more time.
Nah, we're coming down to about a minute 15 left here in qualifying. Well, the drivers meeting here. We're going to be gridding them up here in about a minute here, folks. We're glad to have everybody out there tuning in. Man, I cannot believe that happened. Man, primetime just not talking here tonight for some reason. Mike Rominger, the only one talking.
Clout rejected.
I guess so. All right, well, I don't know what to expect out here. I mean, I know last night in the Xfinity Series, you know, they had a good run there at the start, and then we had a caution, and then we had like I said, 100-plus lap run, and then we had 3 more cautions after that. But these cars got a lot more power behind them, and they have no downforce. So really, what is it going to take to keep these cars on the track and straight?
I'll tell you how. You put some downforce.
You put some downforce. Well, they don't have the rear spoiler. I mean, it's that flat spoiler basically. All right, well, coming down to the last 10 seconds here. Let's go ahead and get the driver bar off there. We'll go ahead and take off the qualifying time there, and we'll wait for the final countdown here to 1. And we are going to go ahead and grid them up here tonight on MaxspeedTV. All righty, the MaxspeedTV starting grid. Nicholas Hollywood Roman going to be grabbing the pole out here tonight, 18-4-28. Congratulations to Nicholas of Roman on pole. They're in first. David Weishart going to be on the outside of him in second. David Elliott, the other Hollywood driver, there in third. Mike Rominger, Hollywood there in fourth. GT Hawkins in fifth. Rob Haynes is going to be sixth here tonight. Jacob Bell in seventh. And rounding out the top 8 here tonight is going to be Darren Bruce. Finish this out, Elvis.
All right, Nick Hunt in the 00. He's going to start 9th tonight. Michael Thwaite's going to start 10th. John Sterling going to start 11th. And grabbing the final qualifying point, your points leader, M. Scottless Ramler. I know I pronounced it wrong, but I'm going to be nice to him. And just missing that bonus point, going to be the 24 of Garrett D. Grant. In 13th, and the last qualifier tonight is Tyler Hallman in 14th. And your non-qualifiers, the number 25 of Travis McDaniel and the number 19 of Danny Ware, going to round out your 16-car field, Josh.
Yep, matching the field here from last night, and there he goes. Roman finally took the grid there. I was beginning to wonder if old Hollywood was not going to grid here too.
I don't think he'd miss the grid.
I don't know. He ignored us 5 times.
You never know.
All right, well, they're going to get a strong 2 pace lap here. 2 laps of pacing at a gruesome 45 miles an hour, roughly, 45, 50 miles an hour. And then we're going to be racing yet again here at Nashville. Thank you, Zachary. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. All right, pace car. Gonna dive off to the safety of pit road. It's gonna be Vroom Vroom in control of the field. Coming out of turn number 4, it's gonna launch a green flag. Is already out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Racing here tonight in Nashville for the Rainbow Tech Cup Series.
Roman gets away clean. He's gonna get the smooth start he wants. Got it looks like a car on the apron back there. Josh Blake, the 77 car of Jacob Bell, and the number 00 Nick Hunt gonna drop to the back there, but back up front, Nicholas Roman. Mr. Hollywood gonna lead the first lap. Behind him, David Weishart gonna try and apply the pressure. And his teammate David Elliott a little high there, gonna slide him a little high. Allow GT Hawkins to the bottom. Hawkins gonna try and maybe throw the slide job here. And he's gonna be able to make the pass. Hawkins up to 3rd now. And Weishart's gonna massage the back bumper there of Roman all over it, gonna fill up the rear view mirror, Josh, and he's just gonna come down the back straightaway nice and smooth into 3.
Yep, nice single file action already going on. GT has already found his way up to 3rd from 5th, already up a couple of spots. Up a spot already from 8th to 7th. This is gonna be Darren Bruce, Rob Haynes there hanging on into 6th. Got some company behind him. Darren, got the 12 or the 27 to Darren Bruce. Scott Rambler there in 8th. Michael Thwaites, John Sterling. Then Travis McDaniel back here at 11, Tyler Hallman. And like he said he was going to do, he's get out of the way and go all the way to the back. The 00 of Nick Hunt got out of the way, and guess where he's at? Right now currently running in 16th after starting 9th.
Now, GT Hawkins, back up front here, Josh. GT Hawkins observing his line compared to these other 3 drivers. Obviously, the first kind of time we've seen these 3 run around each other, and I believe this is 2nd through 4th, or 2nd and 3rd, and I believe like somewhere 9th in points. But obviously not out of the points is GT Hawkins. And GT Hawkins running that more aggressive entry there. You can really see him pushing the entry there. He's going to go to the bottom on Weishart. There he goes. He's going to slide up there. He's going to take him.
Wow.
Hawkins wants the lead early. He wants to control the race. And he's going to really go for it. You can see him really hustling here. He's going to really push those tires side by side for 4th back there. And Mike Rominger going to make the pass. No freight train going to be able to happen here as Haynes going to peek the nose, actually. Is the 99 of Rob Haynes going to do it? Nope. Going to back off the back bumper, file back in line. Rambler behind that now. David Elliott running about a whole group higher than everyone. And it's going to allow Rob Haynes to sneak to the bottom. Caution.
19 of Danny Ware, I do believe. All right, well, go and check it out here. $19 of Danny Ware. He might have just lost it.
Oh, yeah. Exit turn 2, Nick Hunt. Amazing job avoiding the wreck. And Danny Ware is going to get a little loose off turn number 2 there, Josh, and just, it's just going to bite on him there.
Yep. Oh, a hard lick. Oh, yeah, it bit right back up right into that outside wall. He tried to correct it, and overshooting it there, and it just slid right up there, right into the outside wall. How in the world that 00, like you said, managed to get around that? Well, he dodged the wreck like he wanted to.
Yes, sir, indeed. And pit road open this time. Nobody coming down except for the 19 of Danny Ware.
All right, well, that is going to be self-explanatory for the caution here. It is going to be a self-spin on that 19. I don't really even have to take a look at the penalty chart, but I'll do that just to confirm it with everybody that, yes, it is going to be on the 19 of Danny Ware. He will get the EOL, but he's going to go ahead and start in the back anyway, so I don't know how that's going to work. I guess it depends on when he comes out. I guess that's the way, but yeah, he's going to start in the back.
He will. He's obviously going to be hard to hit. He's starting at the back, but the EOL, just to remind him, you should not have done that, and we're going to double him up here, Josh, and 1 to green here.
All right, 1 to green, and it's going to be Lil King going to get us going here. Coming to lap number 13.
Lap number 13, 1 caution, Nicholas Roman. Led every lap so far. Hawkins, though, he started to flex some muscle up to second. Those going to be your front 2 drivers on the front row there. And we're going to see here, Roman last time went decently early. The pace car is going to go into the safety pit road, and Roman's going to get on the gas nice and early there, and it's going to be green, 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 but not the start he wanted. Hawkins around the outside. Is he going to be able to make the move stick? And Roman's almost going to slide into him. And they're side by side up the front. Hawkins, he's got on and Roman's going to go way deep in there, and he's nearly going to slide up in front of the 14 GT. A little bit of contact there. A little bit of bumping and banging, and GT Hawkins going to slide up there into the top spot. Now Hawkins, the new leader at lap 14.
And those 2 were really, really close.
And Bruce is on the apron. He's going to try and go to the back there a little bit there, as it looks to be. He's going to fall back a couple of places. Rambler's already up to 5th there. He's already charging his way through the field. Started 12th up to 5th now. He's trying to close a gap to that in 69 and David Weishart. But you got to think, Josh, is he burning the tires off that car?
Oh, well, yeah, true. He's got Mike Rominger right up ahead of him in that number 9 machine, so he's got to be gunning for that 9 to get up to the 69 of David Weishart. Now, Mike Rominger not in the chase, so he is playing kind of an upset here. He's kind of right in between David Weishart and Scott Rambler right now, but is he burning the tires? I mean, right now we're way early, so I'd say go ahead and burn them up, see what happens. Ooh, a little bit of checkup going on back here. Right around Michael Thwaites, Darren Bruce, might have been Garrett D. Grant there as well. Garrett to go up to 10th, Darren Bruce in 11th, back from 8th. Jacob Bell, Michael Thwaites now going to do some battling. The 77 to the inside of the 12. And Jacob Bell is going to complete it.
Yeah, GT Hawkins stretching his lead up out front. They're now sitting at about 5 car lengths. Hawkins obviously trying to get some much-needed points and try and start a rampage towards the end of the season. At the moment, fastest car on the track by about 2/10 that last time by, and he does have the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, Scott Rambler did get around Mike Rominger there for that 4th spot, so Mike going to fall back to 4th. Now Rambler going to be gunning for David Weishart. Lap number 20.
Yeah, we obviously know, Josh, that David Weishart over the past couple of races, he has been very solid on those tires in the number 69 car, and he's not going to see what he can do here. He's usually good on those long runs there, Josh, when the tire wear comes into play. Nice and soft on those tires. We're going to see what he can do here. He's obviously on the back bumper of Hollywood Roman.
Hollywood Roman.
Mr. Hollywood.
Mr. Hollywood. A lot of single file going on right now. Not a whole lot going on at the present time. Until you get back here at around, I believe that it's going to be Garrett D. Grant, Jacob Bell, and Darren Bruce. They're still stacked up here. Darren Bruce going to look to the inside of the 77. That's going to be 411. Well, they come flying around, man. They are right there all over the 24 of Garrett D. Grant. Garrett D. Grant now starting to pull away a little bit, as well as Jacob Bell. Now they're coming up on John Sterling here in that number 9 machine, or in that number 3 machine, currently running in 9th.
Up here in front, Josh, I'm watching the number 95 and Nicholas through Roman's line, specifically through turn 1. I'm watching him, which he's really letting that car slide up the track and then trying to use those front tires to bring the car back down. That's definitely not going to be healthy for those tires. He's also losing a lot of time on exits on the number 69.
Well, can you compare
Ooh,
these
side by
turns?
side for 5th.
Side by side for 5th. Let's go back and look at it here. That's going to be
Rob
between-
Haynes.
and Mike Rominger. Yep.
Rob Haynes, Mike Rominger, they're going to be side by side in the 1. And Rob Haynes going to make the pass. Now Bauer for 6. Travis McDaniel on the inside. And Rominger's going to get that slingshot around the outside and easily be able to make the pass. But McDaniel's not done. He's going to peek the nose down inside there. And Rambler's up to 3rd. Just that part as he's now slid his way past David Weishart. Weishart back to the inside. We got a couple battles for 3rd and 6th here. And McDaniel's going to make the pass for 6th.
Daniel's going to make the pass, and Rambler are going to get a little loosey-goosey. Well, I would say super speedway racing, but you can't get no draft here.
Yeah, for sure. Here we go, Nicholas Vroom Vroom Vroom, and he's got under fire now from Scott Rambler, and Roman really running that high line and really focusing on that exit, which I'd say if he's out front, that's a great find, but he's unfortunately one spot short of that as GT Hawkins is just setting the timesheets on fire, and he is just flying now. He's got about a 1.9 second advantage. GT Hawkins going for blood.
Well, GT.
Oh, battle
started-
for 2nd. Rambler to the bottom. Sorry to interrupt you there, Josh,
Yep.
but Rambler
That's
side
fine.
by side. He's going to get the drive. He's going to really drive in there and
Oh, and he drove it in there. Wow.
drove it in there. He's going to allow David Weishart to sneak by Roman.
Well, there
And
might have been a
Roman
little
back
bit of
to 4th.
contact there between the 57 and the 95 too. That kind of upset and that kind of slowed down Vroom Vroom.
It's Mr. Hollywood, and gonna have a look here for my personal self. And yes, there was indeed a little bit of contact there between Nicholas Roman and Scott Rambler. No visual damage for either cars, Josh, but obviously that is going to be a little bit frustrating there for Nicholas Roman as Rambler kind of just gave him the door pretty much. And obviously I believe we're on lap 30 of this run here, and
Yes.
that is not the way you want to go.
Well, lap 32 now as they cross the stripe. Don't take long. Takes what? All of about 18 to 19 seconds to get around this track in these cup cars, roughly.
Yeah, about 18, 19 seconds a lap. Now Scott Rambler, he's going to now try and set the crosshairs on GT Hawkins. We're going to see what Rambler can do.
Coming
And
from
Rambler's
12th to
actually...
second. Wow.
Yeah, Hawkins really got his advantage up there, but Rambler's now going to have to burn some tires trying to get up to him. Obviously, Hawkins, he has the luxury of just sitting up there and saving his tires and babying that right front tire, as we like to call it there, Josh. And he can really just make sure that that right front can go as many laps as it can. For Rambler, he's going to maybe have to try and do the shortest hit strategy here.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about GT Hawkins is clean air. He has nobody in front of him to worry about right now. Rambler's got the dirty air. He is behind GT at about 1.6 seconds, so he's got that dirty air behind him or in front of him. So Rambler's got that going against him, and GT's got the clean air going for him.
I don't even think the dirty air is making a difference. I think it's making the 57 car faster because
Really?
he's going about 0.2 a lap faster than GT Hawkins. He's currently the fastest car on track, where David Weishart, he's holding about even there to GT Hawkins, but Rambler, he's separating, and he's now breaking away and going to make this a bit of a breakaway there for Scott Rambler, and maybe making a two-car race to the lead.
Scott's blinking out.
A big blink out there for Rambler. A slight loss of connection there, if you don't know in iRacing. There's a slight loss of connection there from the server, so gonna just blink out there, and then he's gonna reappear.
All right, single file throughout the racetrack. We'll keep an eye on Rambler here. Well, I know Elvis will keep an eye on Rambler as he is closing in at about 1.2 seconds. And we took a look at that last lap here. Last lap for GT Hawkins was a 19.6. Scott was a 19, well, this time by about even here. GT at about 19.5, Scott about 19.5 as well. So still pretty close there between GT and Scott Rambler.
Yeah, obviously 40 laps into the run here, coming to complete 39, coming into their 40th lap of the run here of a 180 lap race. So far, only one caution early there for the number 19 of Danny Warren. Now it seems like Scott Rambler, he's really starting to close the gap in there, but actually not the fastest car on track that last time lap. David Weishart, now he's starting to maybe push the car a little bit. He stopped tire saving, and we got a little bit of some damage, I believe, Josh, on the right rear quarter of Scott Rambler. I believe it's just a little crinkle on the right rear spoiler, a little loose off turn number 2.
Let's go ahead and take a look at that right rear here real quick. We'll pull that camera up here and kind of get it up here and turn it. Oh, yeah, we're seeing it. Yeah, a little bit of a crinkle there on that 57 machine here. We're looking at it.
Probably not going to affect the handling wise or nothing like that. And if I was to guess, if you wanted to repair that, it would probably take him 5 to 10 seconds or so. And that's definitely, you know, you don't want to sit out the time and take those repairs, especially with how hooked up he is right now. I may not even take those repairs.
Well, I think if we get another caution, I think, you know, go ahead and get it fixed. You know, under caution, not a big deal. But under green flag conditions, you do not want to sit on pit road. You'll go a lap down really, really quick here.
Yeah, even if you take those repairs under caution, you still lose the one thing that's most important at this track, Josh. Track position. That's the one thing you don't want to lose. That's what I'm saying. It might not be worth taking those repairs, especially if he still feels fine. He says the car's good to go. Might be worth just to keep that 57 up there. Now he's going to the back bumper of GT Hawkins. About 4/10 separating the pair now about 3. Seems like Rambler's driving it a lot deeper and Hawkins is getting that better exit, but Rambler's driving it in so much deeper that he is gaining all of his time on entry, and GT can't do anything about it on exit.
Teammates 1 and 2 here.
Yeah, the GTM, the not Hollywood team, and they are up here and they're running nice and smooth and clean. The number 14 and the 57. Seems like the top 4 have matched each other that last lap time by, and they are all in the 19.7 range. And
David Weishart about 19.8.
yeah, he ran an 8 that lap by, but still very close between these two. Less than a tenth a lap separating these guys. Rambler a little slower than GT Hawkins that last lap. Hawkins a little slide there. That's going to burn those rear tires off. Definitely don't want that at a short track, because that should drive off the corner, and if you burn those rears off too fast, as you can see another wiggle there. If you burn those rears off too fast, it's going to be a problem. There goes Rambler.
Scott taking over the lead. Oh, a little bit of swift swap. No, Scott's going to lead that lap.
I believe a little bit of team communication there. It looks like it's a little easy there for Rambler, but still in a little bit of a teammate swap there, maybe. But now, didn't seem to lose him that much time. Maybe lost GT just a little bit of time. And
all right, got to check back here. We had a pass here going on. Garrett D. Grant got around John Sterling. We got a little bit of a hornet's nest back here. Starting with Garrett D. Grant, John Sterling, Darren Bruce, Danny Ware back at it here, man. He has found his way up to 12th from 16th after having the yield weld and the self spin there. We got Jacob Bell, his teammate, right there, right behind him. So a little bit of a hornet's nest going on back here. Anywhere between, like I said, 9th through 13th. I wouldn't count out Michael Thwaites here either in that number 12. He is coming up on this group. Boy, man, they are all over the place right now. Still back here with Darren Bruce. Darren still looking. Darren's running that low line. Well, he got really low. Boy, he is, man. He is running that low line. Side by side here with John Sterling. Oh.
yeah, Danny, we're peeking the nose back there, Josh, and a little bit of sparks flying into one off the number 3 car. And
Yo.
Ware's damage actually not affecting him too much. Obviously, a short track, if there's one track where you can get a little bit of damage and you can maybe get away with it. It is a short track because that
Yes.
power necessarily doesn't matter. And maybe sometimes it actually helps you because you can go deeper into the corners and try and race people more into the corners, but they're still side by side and you got to think they're burning off their tires here pretty aggressively, Josh.
Yes, being a little bit aggressive back here. Now, one of the things I wanted to ask you, Elvis, I know on certain tracks you can use the wall to set the car. Can you use the wall here to set that car?
I am never driven this track, so I don't know.
Ah, you don't know.
This is one of those tracks I've never driven, so
I'm gonna have to get you on it, I guess.
maybe.
Good.
Well, Rambler's now
solid
stretching out the
run.
lead. Now Rambler, he's really starting to put the hammer down and stretch out his advantage. And
Yeah, he's coming up on Tyler Hallman here.
coming up for a lap car, the 16th place car there, Tyler Hallman. Obviously a chase driver, so he's going to get some points here tonight and try and get some more points and help out with this playoff appearance. Obviously not the place he wants to be running at the moment. It looks like he's running a little high compared to Rambler, but Rambler is he is a steamroller at the moment, so a little bit of sparks flying there from Rambler. And
I was talking to a few drivers earlier today, and I know there's no right turns here, but they were saying, well, there goes Rambler there to the inside of the 52. They were saying that you kind of have to drive this track kind of like a road course, but with
Ooh, a little
left-hand
loose there.
turns, not with right.
Hey, Josh, honestly, I think the tracks like Pocono, Richmond, and all those tracks where you have to approach, where each corners are different, are basically like road courses.
Yeah.
Texas is one of those good examples. You know, turn 1 and 2 nice and flat, and it is super, super easy to do something there.
mess
It's super
up.
easy to mess it up, and easy to not get a good exit. And 3 and 4, it's a high bank turn, nice and
Yeah.
flat. It's like Charlotte. That's where you have to approach those mentally different. Richmond is also like that. Pocono, another one, and there's a couple of tracks, Josh, where it's like you have to mentally approach the track like it's a road course, and because you have to attack every single corner differently.
Bristol, Zachary Zwar out there was talking about Bristol. Bristol's another one. Watching David Elliott here coming up on Danny Ware. So this will be for 10th, the top 10. Still a little bit of a hornet's nest back here. We'll watch this here real quick. But Zachary Zwar, like I said, was talking about Bristol. And Bristol is another one. It is a very, very, very fast half mile. And you have got to approach that as not only a short track, but the turns. The high banking. And it's very easy to mess up. Yes, Zachary, you got that right.
It is indeed. Now, Scott Rambler really stretching out his vantage here, about 2.1 seconds over
We
his
went
team manager.
way wide there for a second, and I missed it.
Ooh,
Yep,
that's
John
never good.
Sterling, Bell, and Elliott went 3 wide there, and I missed it.
We may need a MaxspeedTV replay, because if I don't hear Josh scream 3 wide at least once every night, then it's not complete.
Well, I can't go back that far, unfortunately. But
Oh, man.
I think they did go 3 wide. I think. I got to say, though, man, this is a long green flag run here. We've been out here. We had that caution, so been out here now at about 66 laps altogether. They're probably going to stretch it till about, probably, I would say, what are you saying?
I'm gonna say if they make the first pit stop, they're gonna go all the way, because it seems like once these races spread out, it's like, yeah, not really a chance of a caution unless somebody gets on the power too hard when they come out of the pits and spins out.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Got those fresh tires, when it comes under fire here, about 57, Scott
Ooh, a little bit of
Rambler.
a wall there. A little bit of sparks for the bull rider Nick Hunt.
Nick, oh, yeah. Well, Nick there. And there goes the 57. I don't think Nick's going to fight him too hard. Nah, Nick's just going to say, hey, I'm going to stay high up here. You're going to have to go ahead and make that pass. And he's going to. Scott Rambler's going to go ahead and get around him. That's going to put Nick Hunt a lap down. So the next driver is going to be David Elliott. Now, David's got some company up ahead of him. John Sterling, Michael Thwaites. Well, 20 more laps. We're going to be at the halfway mark. Wow. And I'm already saying that. It's only...
We're only 20 minutes in.
Oh, yeah, basically. Almost 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, 7:30, what is that, Mountain?
Yep, 7:30.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you, Josh, what's the longest race you've ever broadcasted? Like, how long was it?
Daytona 500, 3.5 to 4 hours.
Oh, jeez. What about the longest one of these races? What about one of the longest Extreme 99 races?
Oh man, that's... we'd have to go back to ARCA. I believe that is going to be Nashville.
Nashville?
Yeah.
How long did it take you to do that one?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't know exactly how long the race is because you have to understand I go live early, you know, like practice and all that. So my broadcast is a little bit different. I don't exactly know how long the race exactly was. A little bit of stats on it. I can go back and kind of give you guys a little, you know, a little intake on that. Give me just a second.
Yep. I don't know who you're on, Josh, but a little bit of a run through of your order here as we are about coming to lap 75 here is your leader, Scott Rambler. He's going to be leading at lap 75. Behind him is team owner, GT Hawkins, running in second place. And then David Weishart in third. Nicholas Vroom Vroom Roman, your pole sitter. Mr. Hollywood is going to be in fourth place. Under fire there from our favorite Canadian, Rob Haynes. And there in sixth place is going to be Travis McDaniel. He started from 15th. He came from the deep end of the fishbowl. And Mike Rominger, he's going to be running in seventh, qualified fourth. So far, a good run for Mike. Darren Bruce, he's going to be in eighth at the moment. Danny Ware, he had that, our one and only caution, and he's going to get very loose at turn number 2. And oh my, I hope we got that on the MaxspeedTV broadcast because that was a heck of a save.
We did.
And Danny Ware, he had that spin. He had to come from 16th, qualified 16th. It was 16th. And now he has a little bit of damage, and he is up to 9th. So an amazing run there for Danny Ware so far. Garrett D. Grant, he's going to be up to 10th, rounding out your top 10. And under fire from that Loge box number 77 of Jacob Bell. John Sterling is going to be in P number 12 there, and right behind him is going to be the number 12 of Michael Thwaites. And then in 14th is going to be the number 42, started third tonight. He's falling a little bit down the order. Minus 11 is going to be the number 42 of David Elliott. And then in 15th, the number 00, your buddy Josh, Nick Hunt. And then in 16, rounding out your 16 car field, Tyler Hallman. That is your current running order at about the 75 lap mark.
Yep, lap number 80 as we have just taken that, going back to that Nashville race. Now the race itself was only an hour and 19 minutes long. 15 cautions in that race for the ARCA Series here at Nashville back in the regular season. Rough race for the drivers, so if you're going to look at, you know, when I go live and then the end of the race with all that, probably a little, at about, you know, maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours roughly.
So this one seems to be going by pretty fast. Obviously, the same track here, Josh, but obviously the Cup drivers a little more experienced than those ARCA drivers, I guess you could say. And ooh, a little loose there for Michael Thwaites. And pit stops should be coming up here shortly, and we're going to see the number 42. Speaking of it, 42 going to come down pit road here at about the 80 lap mark, and the pit window is open. We're going to see when will guys dive down pit road and elect to take the tires. Well, obviously, the GTM cars 1-2 at the moment, Josh, and they are stretching out their advantage over the rest of the field.
Oh, yes, they are. Now, I said anywhere between 80 and 90 laps on fuel. And like I said, we're seeing David Elliott. Well, he is going to be off and away here. So now the big question is, when are we going to see the rest of the group come down pit road? How long are they going to be able to stretch it out?
Yes, indeed. We're going to see now our leader at the moment going to go another lap. Looks like most of the cars going to go another lap here. And a lot of the guys electing to stretch their stints out, Josh.
Well, Scott Rambler has just taken over the most laps led here with 37. It'll be 38 this time by GT Hawkins with 36. Vroom Vroom with 11. Going kind of down through the field here a little bit, see exactly who else has led a lap. And I believe that might have been it. Yes, that is it.
Those three guys have only been the guys controlling the point so far.
All right, Edward Morris out there. We got Kimberly Jacoby out there in chat, rooting on Vroom Vroom as well as always. Glad to see you out there, Kimberly. Edward. I think that Edward Morris out there is the dad. I think Edward is the dad and Eddie is the son. I think that's how it goes. I could be wrong. All right, okay, I'm right.
We tried.
Well, no, I was right. I was right there.
Hey, we're right.
I was right. Yeah, Edward is the dad. Eddie is the son.
Interesting.
Yeah. Edward Morris is Ed Morris Sr. And Eddie Morris is, Ed Morris, one of our admins here tonight.
Yes, indeed.
All right, well, we're still waiting here. Man, it's so spread out right now. There's just not anything going on. Well, we've got 3 drivers that are 1 lap down. Well, here we go. We got Vroom Vroom down pit road.
Yeah, Nicholas Roman, your 4th place runner at the time he came down pit road, and I believe the 00 also, Josh, he's going to make his way down pit road. And here comes everyone. We got the number 95, Nicholas Roman, 00, Nick Hunt, 9, Mike Rominger, number 25, Travis McDaniel at the moment down pit road. Those are the current guys down pit road. Michael Thwaite's also going to come down pit road at number 12.
I can't keep up with all these drivers.
David Elliott, Rob Haynes.
Rob,
Those two are going to come in.
David Weishart, man.
Tyler
good
Hallman
Lord.
also going to come down pit road. Danny Ware going to come down pit road. GT Hawkins going to go another lap. Pit road is the place to be to buy your Krabby Patties, and we're going to see who else elects to get their soda, the Krabby Patties, and a thing of fries, and get back out on the racetrack.
Here comes
Darren Bruce going to go and get his double. Darren Bruce going to get his double Krabby Patty there and pull down pit road.
Rambler
and the other
down
taker,
pit
Scott
road.
Rambler, going to take his Krabby Patty. He's going to get a veggie style. Obviously running out front, going to need a little handicap, I guess you could say.
Now when is GT gonna come down?
Garrett Grant gonna come down pit road.
GT down this time.
Here comes GT for his Krabby Patty. Everyone coming to get their Krabby Patties. That is the place to be.
Is that what pit road's called now? Is Krabby Patty?
And we're calling it the Krusty Krab. Everyone gonna go and get their Krabby Patties. Here they come. Most of everyone's already gotten their Krabby Patties for this shift at the moment. Gonna get their patties, some fries, and a drink of their choice. Obviously not on the house, because we like money. GT Hawkins off and away, off of pit road at number 14, and he's gonna still resume in 2nd place here, and Jacob Bell is gonna lead a lap.
He still hasn't came down and, as you call it, grabbed his Krabby Patties.
We're gonna see, is he? Nope, gonna elect to wait another lap. Gonna wait to the end of his kind of time here to get his Krabby Patty. About 97.
And he
might be
has
trying
been
to stretch his stint.
87 laps. Good Lord.
He might have actually pitted a little later there, Josh. He might have pitted under that first caution and took some. He got his Krabby Patty there.
Yeah.
And now he's gonna wait a little longer to get that second one.
Elvis is killing me up here, folks. I can barely talk.
Obviously, we can see that these guys who have came and got their fuel, and they are now starting to fly here with those new tires. And Jacob Bell gonna get boxed out of pit road. I don't think he's gonna be able to get down to pit road if he wanted to, because everyone's just flying by him.
Yeah, they're blocking his Krabby Patties.
He's trying to get it. Is he gonna come down this time?
All right, my brother in chat. Yes, folks, please keep our dad in your prayers. He did test positive for COVID. I do appreciate that, bub. Throwing that out there in chat. He's doing okay, like my brother said. You know, hacking and coughing as usual, but you know, COVID's one of those things. You know, Elvis, we don't talk about it much, but that's kind of going on in the world right now. It's rough.
I think we're gonna get demonetized now.
Well, we don't monetize ours anyway, so we're good.
Jacob Bell, I think the last guy is still not to pit yet.
Wow.
It looks like Scott, he's the last guy. He's not came down pit road yet. He's been out there 92 laps. Everybody else has almost done like 10 laps on their tires. So Jacob Bell, he's always going to get boxed out here. Is he going to come down this time? I don't think he will, unless he lets David Elliott have it. He's going to let him have it, but no. We're just waiting to see when he's going to come down pit road. Does he have a fuel glitch? Does he have a fuel glitch? Can he go those extra couple laps?
Oh, he's been out here 93 laps. Could he be trying to make it to at least a 100-lap stint here?
That would indeed be. He's running up top groove, and still another lap for that load box. He's just trying to get some TV time. He's just trying to impress us with his fuel-saving abilities. He's about to lose the lead, though, to Scott Ramler. Scott Ramler is only about 2 seconds behind him. There he is. You can see him in the background there, the number 57.
Yep, Scott is coming very, very quickly.
And 95 laps for that number 77 car. So far on this stint. He is currently, looks like your leader, he's about 1.2 seconds off the lead. Off the leader last lap. At a lap that is less than 20 seconds.
There's a hornet's nest around Jacob Bell. The 27, the 9, and there is Scott Ramler there. He's coming up on the 9, the 77, the 27 of Darren Bruce, Mike Rollins.
Lead here. They're going to go 3 wide. There it is.
3 wide here. I knew it was going to happen.
3 wide. Bell again can't hit 97. Bell falls back to second as Ramler. He's now going to be able to shoot up to the point, and he's going to now retake the lead at lap 107.
Jacob Bell still yet to come down and get the other set of Krabby Patties.
Now got his Krabby Patties. 98 now. He's going to go on a 100-lap stint. Can he go 100? Or is this the time he comes and gets it? No. 99 laps completed on his stint. He can, if he goes one more lap, he goes 100. And he's currently running P2 still. Obviously, GT Hawkins behind him there by about 4 more seconds, and he is going to go 100 laps on a stint, Josh.
Yes, he is. 100 laps for Jacob Bell, 77 live spots.
I couldn't go 100 laps without a Krabby Patty.
I don't know how he's doing it.
Everybody else came around about 90, 95, but he's just hauling. He's just going to 101. Bell really getting up on the wheel here.
All right, man, that's the big thing. Now, he is in second place. GT Hawkins is not too far back behind him.
Another one.
1.8 seconds. Jacob
Does the 77 ever run out of fuel? Did he just get an everlasting Krabby Patty?
102 laps for Jacob Bell.
We thought he was going to barely make it 100. Is he going to come down this time by? No! Again!
Lee! Well, GT is coming. He is coming right up to that number 77 machine. And then, of course, David Weishart there as well in fourth. We'll watch GT Hawkins here. Going to be coming up on the 77. We'll see if GT can get around him. I imagine GT is going to be able to get around that 77. 77 still not coming down pit road.
Easily, effortlessly, GT's going to go to the inside and slide up the track, and he's going to move up to B number 2.
Yep, 77 not going to fight him. Just going to let him make the pass on the inside. Jacob Bell going to go back to third, but
another one.
I give kudos here to that 77, Elvis.
105 laps.
Oh, man, I give kudos to him.
That's impressive. I believe, Josh, if he pits, he can go to the end of the race. Or some of these guys, I think they got to pit again. A little bit of strategy in play for the 77, but I'd come down pit road now because he's just going to lose tons and tons of time. Another one. What is going on? Is Krabby Patty's not tempting enough? Do we need to throw in free interest?
Throw in some Krabby fries with this. Might as well.
We'll give you two patties. Come down pit road. Come down.
Well, here's the thing. We've only got 7 drivers. We haven't talked about this. We've only got 7 drivers on the lead lap. Yeah, Travis McDaniel is the last driver on the lead lap. And as you are continuing to look at Jacob Bell,
I can't until he pits. Did I get a glitch? Is he not? What is going on?
Scott Rambler, right? Scott Rambler coming upon Travis McDaniel to put him a lap down. They're going to try to anyway. There he goes. Scott Rambler to the inside of Travis McDaniel. That's going to put the top 6 and now on the lead lap. Jacob Bell still fighting to stay out here. Oh my gosh.
What is going on? I'm trying to figure out if he pit.
109 laps. And from what I'm seeing, he only pitted once 109 laps ago. Well, now 110 laps ago. That's what I'm seeing. I'm not blind here, folks.
He might be able to make this if he's this good on fuel, a one-stop race.
No, he's going to have to pit again. I guarantee it.
Wow!
He gets loose. Oh. Good save by Jacob Bell.
Now as everyone's pace starts to fall off, Bell's pace doesn't look terrible. To where he's actually holding 4th place.
I give up.
Another one?
I give up.
Ow. I'm not looking at it anymore.
I give up.
I can't look at it anymore.
112 laps. We'll see what happens.
I can't.
113 this time.
Oh my gosh. How long did everyone else go?
I think everybody went, I want to say it was about 90, 95, 80. Oh, no, it's anywhere between 80 and 90 laps is where they went.
What? He's gone 110?
No, 113.
114
now.
Oh my gosh. Jacob Bell is just going for airtime. He's just going to run his car out of fuel.
Well, here's the thing. Now that we're saying that, now Rob Haynes is going to be the last driver on the lead lap here, currently running in 6th. He is going to have Scott coming behind him. So here is the top 6 drivers on the lead lap. Scott Rambler, GT Hawkins, David Weishart, Jacob Bell, Nicholas Vroman, and Rob Haynes. That's it.
Right, Rambler has almost lapped
everybody,
Bell. He's almost already lapped Bell, and he passed him, I'm going to say, about 20 laps ago.
Yep, to get back on the lead lap, yes.
And another one, 116. I don't understand why does Lodgebox have a relationship with the Krusty Krab that we don't know about, a bad side?
I don't know. Maybe they got some issues or maybe some things going on with Sunoco fuel, maybe pit road. I have no idea.
Who knows?
Brian O'Dell out there. How you doing out there?
Well, we got 4th, 5th, and 6th all on a pack here with the number 3 of Don Sterling in the middle of it there. And these guys are fighting for position, Josh.
Yeah, let me see here. Let's get back here to John Sterling.
Side by side for fourth, and Roman's gonna make the pass.
Oh, Roman. All right.
Pretty easily. I mean, oh, Nicholas Roman, what a save! Oh,
Roman going around.
Roman
That
around,
is-
and there's the caution. Jacob Bell.
That is going to help Jacob Bell.
Bell. He can finally get his Krusty Krab burger.
Oh, well, let's go ahead and take a look at it here on a MaxspeedTV replay. Caution is out. And that is going to be between, I believe, Vroom Vroom.
Vroom Vroom Roman and John Sterling.
John Sterling for the second caution. And I know, it looks like a little bit of
Roman
bumping
got
and
loose
banging.
at the start, and
Well,
then
looks like a little bit of
ooh.
bumping and banging going on here between the 3 and the 77. But they both got around the 3 and the 95, so that's fine there. Now, a little bit of
the
a
3.
tag.
Looks like you cut down on Roman. Obviously, the 3 is a lap car, so we do need to have to
Tag.
keep that in the same
Bumping
option.
and bam, there it went. Both of them go
Did Roman stay on the lead lap? I don't think he did. No, he's a lap down. He's in the pits. No, he's on track. But is he a lap down? Where is he?
I don't know.
I don't think he is.
I'm seeing him in 8th right now. We'll wait until everything cycles through. We're going to step away here, play a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got more action here. We got to catch our breath. Alrighty, folks, we're back live here on MaxspeedTV. We had to catch our breath there because of, well, we could blame Jacob Bell on that one.
Indeed.
But we are double file here, ready to go by green flag racing. I'm going to turn it over to Elvis Rankin here on the back stretch coming down into turn number 3. Elvis, go ahead, buddy.
Yes, indeed. The pace car's going to pull off here in turn number 4. Scott Ramler, your leader, he's going to elect the top side here, Josh. And Ramler waiting on the throttle. In sync are the teammates, and the green flag is out. And turn number 1, Ramler, an amazing jump.
All right, as I'm still trying to catch my breath here. Jacob Bell there. I'm going to go ahead and get back on him. He's been the class here, staying out there over 120 laps. He is going to be currently sitting in that 5th spot. He's got a Hornet's Nest behind him. Travis McDaniel, Danny Ware, I believe that was Vroom Vroom Vroom, and they're right behind them. All right, well, let's go ahead and while they continue to get it figured out here, we're going to go ahead and take a look here at the penalty chart. Lap 128, contact between the 95 and the 3. They're going to rule that a racing incident here tonight. Just hard battling out there. I'm assuming that's where they're going to get at, Elvis. So hard racing. All right, we're going to get back at it here. It looks like GT Hawkins there in second. His teammate of Scott Rambler up top. They're in that first position. David Weishart, Rob Haynes, Jacob Bell in fifth, coming from seventh, staying out 120 plus laps. Man, awesome run there by Jacob Bell. He does have, I believe, who is that between Jacob Bell? That is Vroom Vroom and Darren Bruce. Darren Bruce and Vroom Vroom there in between Jacob Bell and Travis McDaniel. They're setting in sixth. Danny Ware in seventh. Garrett D. Grant eighth. Nicholas Roman ninth. Darren Bruce there in 10th. Mike Robinger in 11th. David Elliott 12th. Michael Thwaites 13th. Tyler Hummel 14th. John Sterling 15th. Nick Hunt's going to round out the top 16 here. 16 drivers. Started the race. 16 still out here on the racetrack. We get back up front here with Scott Rambler. He has led 80 laps here tonight. And doing some math here. Let's see, 30, 80. I don't think it can be beaten. I would say if he leads 3 to 5 more laps, no matter what happens, it won't be beaten. That's going to be 81 laps there for Scott Rambler. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the caution count number here tonight so far. 2 cautions, 9 laps, 39 to go. We've had 5 lead changes here tonight. Let's get that driver bar back up here. Well, wait a minute. Let's not get that driver bar back up here. Let's go ahead and go cockpit, crank it up here tonight. We're going to go ahead and go with, well, why not? Let's go ahead and go with the man who stayed out the longest here tonight. Lap number 77 of Jacob Bell. Cockpit, crank it up here tonight, folks. All right, let's go and switch it over here to David Weishart here for a couple of laps. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the cockpit. Crank it up there with Jacob Bell and David Wise, our cockpit style. We're going to go ahead and let Elvis kind of get it back in here. He had to step away here real quick. I got to step away here real quick. So Elvis, man, go ahead and man, awesome racing out here tonight, bud. Mike's yours.
Yes, for sure, indeed. Scott Ramler leading the way by about 6/10 over GT Hawkins. And Hawkins is trying to close the gap to Ramler. We are currently on lap 157, halfway down the backstretch of 180. Coming to 20 laps to go up here shortly for these guys. It has indeed been a long and grueling race. Only 2 cautions so far for these drivers. And they are indeed going to try and finish this thing strong. Down the front stretch, Scott Ramler going to make him pass on the inside there to Garrett Grant and put him another lap down. And right now, at the moment, it looks like GT Hawkins a little bit faster on the racetrack than Scott Ramler. He's currently been the quickest guy on track and starting to stretch out his advantage indeed. It's starting to get tight here for the top 2, but also David Weishart only a little bit back there. He could make a contention for the fight. We're going to see how this pans out. I don't honestly know where Josh is looking, so I'm going to look back a little bit deeper in the field here. We're going to see if there's any other battles going on. And see. And the myth legend, not Hollywood.
All right, well, I was on Rambler there, but you're going to look back here. Go ahead, bud.
Yeah, just trying to see if there's any battles around the racetrack here at the moment. See if there's any other side-by-side action. There is some side-by-side here. No, there's not. Looks like everybody's kind of just single file spreading out here. And Travis McDaniel isn't around your top 5. Looks like he was side-by-side there with Danny Ware for a little bit.
Yep, Danny
A
Ware
lap
there
car.
is lap car. Yes, he is. Well, guess what, folks? We didn't say 20 to go, but we are at 18 to go here tonight. Unless Elvis
I mean, you
yelled it
didn't,
out.
but I did.
Unless, yeah, like I said, unless Elvis yelled it out.
Got Ramler here at the moment, about a half-second advantage to GT Hawkins. And it looks like the GTM cars have Lady Luck on their side. Knock on wood, indeed, for these guys. With coming to the strike, 15 laps to go.
All right, 16 laps, but 16 to go. Not 15.
16.
Get a little bit of a lap ahead of yourself there. I gotta say, they've really wound down this race, though.
They have indeed.
Well, 6 drivers on the lead lap. Last driver on the lead lap is going to be the 77 of Jacob Bell. Go ahead, bud.
Yeah, Jacob Bell, last car on the lead lap. He's trying to catch that number 25, Travis McDaniel. He obviously caught that big break after his 110 laps on those single set of tires. And then everybody came down and got their Krabby Patties, their drink of their choice, and their French fries. And I did indeed. Oh, wreck on the backstretch. Michael Thwaites, he's going to reset, but Rambler, he would have dodged him, but the caution is out. Michael Thwaites spun on the backstretch.
Is going to change things up here. Let's see here. He towed it, but caution came out before he got a chance to actually fully get it down.
That is a hard lick for the number 12, and obviously Raymond would have avoided it, but tried to reset and avoid the caution coming out, but it had to come out, Josh.
Oh, yes, it did. We're going to be on Michael Thwaites here in that number 12, coming out of turn number 2, and oh, snappy, loosey-goosey, hard lick to the inside wall. Oh! And he immediately towed it, but caution came out, unfortunately. So, not much you can do in that situation, Elvis.
No, definitely not. Indeed, you try not to bring out that caution to screw up the other guy's race, but nothing you can do there. And we're going to see pit road going to be a busy place here, and
Yes.
those 6 lead lap cars, they're going to come and get some tires.
That looks like Scott Rambler. Now, Garrett D. Grant is going to stay out 75 laps, but he did not, it looks like, beat Scott Rambler and GT Hawkins around the track. So let's go ahead and take a look at the penalty chart here, but I believe it's just going to be, it's going to be obvious. It's going to be a self-spin. Yes, lap 165, contact with nobody because it was going to be on the 12 of Michael Thwaites, kind of contact with himself there. Self-spin is going to be ruled. 3 cautions here so far. Now here is the big kicker. Do we see any more, or do we see these guys just go ahead and get it straightened out and figured out and then back to single file?
Well, cautions breed cautions, but I think with 15 laps to go, I think they'll be bunched up. It'll be exciting for sure, Josh. Oh, 11 to go, pardon me.
10 to go this time by.
10 to go, oh man.
It's going to be 10 to go this time by, yep. We'll see here. Looks like the pace car lights are not going to be off for the pace car here, so we'll go around one more time. And that might have been the 2 to go, so we'll get probably the 1 to go next time by. It'll be 9, and then we'll get the green probably, I believe, at about 8 to go.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Yes, indeed.
And it's a gruesome 45, 50 mile an hour pace speed. All right, there it is. There is the 1 to go here. So looks like a couple of drivers are going to get their laps back here. Roman and Bruce, maybe?
Yeah, a couple of guys are going to stay out on those tires and just get their laps back. Maybe banking on another caution here, and they're going to get their laps back.
Well, maybe they're suspecting something we're not. Diving down into 3 here. Pace car is going to be off and away. Scott Rambler going to be chosen the outside line here. He's going to gun it before he comes out of 4. Here we go. Backing away here tonight. We're backing away here for the Rick Botech Cup Series. Round number 3 of the chase here.
Whoa, Weishart loose. Oh, McDaniel around. Weishart sideways. He saves it. What a save by David Weishart, but his teammate McDaniel spun around out of turn number 2.
All right, well, we're check on the caution here. Travis McDaniel spinning it. Of course, David Weishart's. Well, let's be on David here. We'll see David.
Oh my.
And then
Weishart looks like he got a little bit of the 14 there, Josh, and he just got so sideways, and it just tried as hard as it could to go around on him, but Weishart completely sideways with a big catch out of turn number 2. Bell going to the inside, having to avoid Weishart because of that big checkup, and then the caution flag came out.
Oh, yeah, I think the caution, though, is going to be on that number 25 machine as we are looking at it here. And David Weishart getting loose. Good save. A little bit of dirt tracking going on there by the 69. But we get back here to the 25 of Travis McDaniel. This is where this caution, I believe, is going to come out here this evening. The 25 and the 77. Oh, the 25 loses it right up. Right next to the 77. Unable to save it. Going to go take a hard lick into the inside wall there. All right, well, back under caution here. Be on, 5 to go. I don't think this is going to set up a GWC.
I think we're going to be like 1 lap short.
So it'll be regulation still, correct?
Believe so.
Well, if we get the green at 3 to go, then we'll go green. We'll do a lap. Then we'll go white and then checkered. So 4 laps.
That is how GWC works.
Let's see here. 5 to go. We're going to hit 4 to go this time. Pace car lights are not off. Oh. All right, give me a minute. Gonna do a little bit of poking here. All right, well, that is gonna happen. Let's take a look here. Yep. Caution number 4 here. That is gonna be a self-spin on that 25 machine of Travis McDaniel. Waiting here for a response from the admins to see if this is going to bring out the one and only. They only get one green, white, checkered attempt. We're going to cross the stripe here. It's going to be pace car lights are off. Ooh. So it's going to be a green, white, checkered, but regulation, I believe.
Ooh.
So 3 to go. We're going to have 2 to go when we get the green.
Yes, you would be correct, Josh.
Yes. Then green, white, checkered, regulation. If we get another caution, then it's going to be the actual green, white, checkered. So this is going to be a green, white, checkered attempt here under regulation. Scott on the outside. GT on the inside. Scott's going to gun it. GT's going to gun it. Here we go. Back on the green here tonight.
What a start by Rob Haynes up topside, Josh. Going to challenge David Weishart, but not going to be able to get it done. Raymond was stretched out by 2 car lengths.
All right. Can he cross the stripe? And he's going to take the flag here tonight. 1 to go.
Nope, we're 2 to go.
Oh, we're 1 to go.
Oh, we are. Oh, man.
We are 1 to go. Scott Ramler. 119 laps under his belt. He's going to win it. 120 laps.
Pile up in 3. Pile up in 4. A yard sale.
They are racking back air. Aaron Bruce, John Sterling, Danny Ware. Wow. Scott Ramler going to win it here tonight at Nashville. Congratulations goes to Ramler, GT Hawkins, and David Weishart. And I think that was a GWC under regulation because we didn't go 183 laps. And what do you know here, Elvis? The 57 winning it here tonight, a backwards victory lap.
The signature for Scott Ramler.
All right, folks, give us just a minute to get the top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show as we continue to watch the 57, a backwards victory lap here. Hang tight. We'll be right back. All righty, folks, back live here, back at it here tonight. We're going to go ahead and start here with our third place finisher here tonight, Mr. David Weishart, or Weisenhart, as Rick likes to call him. Sorry, I had to say it. David Weishart, bud. Well, hey, Nashville, Cup cars. 750 horsepower. You had no downforce out there whatsoever, and we still only had 4 cautions out here tonight, man. There was a lot of action out there here tonight, buddy. Talk about it.
Yeah, it was a handful, definitely. You'd have told me before the race I was going to finish third with a 0X and get it and all that. I'd have taken it, but Ramler got the win there. Congrats to him. Nothing against him. Just didn't want to see him win because he had the edge on me by 1 point in the points, and this didn't go so well for me. But I mean, it was loose and just built looser as the race went on, or as the race and the runs went on. We could do the race on 1 pit stop on fuel, so there really wasn't a ton of strategy. After 30, 40 laps on a run, it was just surviving really for me. They were beating me in corner entry and off. I just didn't have the confidence in the brakes to dive it down in there, and I just didn't have the confidence in the gas to get off the corner without looping it. So
yeah,
I really didn't want to see that one yellow that broke up our second yellow, I guess, that broke up that first big run.
Yeah,
I was almost just hoping it would just run out, but it is what it is, and I'll take the third.
Oh, yeah, you got to take the third, man. It's still going to be close in points. I mean, with now 2 races left in the championship, man, and the chase, I mean, it's going to come down to Pocono and ISM, I guarantee you. But, I did my estimate here on fuel was about 80 to 90 laps. Now, could y'all go more than 90 laps?
On a fuel run?
Yes.
I did not make a full fuel run, so I don't know. But from the numbers that I gathered in practice, if you going how much I tank,
yeah,
we could go over 100 laps on a tank.
Oh my gosh!
So
well, I know Jacob Bell went like 110, 120 laps, something like that.
Yeah, making the race on 1 pit stop wasn't a challenge at all. It was just the big challenge. Yeah, the big challenge of the race was, and honestly, the tires were not wearing that much. I think it was just the heat in the tires. And I'll tell you what, man, when a shadow, because we spent most of the race in cloud cover.
Yes.
But man, when the sun came out, you noticed an instant difference. The car instantly became ill handling, even worse than it was. Oh. And so every time the sun came out, and it was instantaneously, I'd be praying for the clouds to come back in. The track was real temperature sensitive tonight, and but she was a handful, and I'm just glad I got through it.
Well, the Northern Capital 69 machine going to finish in third here tonight. Not where you wanted to be, David. It's going to keep the points really, really close here between really the top, I would say the top 2, top 3. Nicholas back there finishing in 6th. Rob Haynes finishing in 4th right behind you. He came in tonight. They're in 5th in the points. So, going to be a very tight race going into, round number 4, Pinocchio, as I like to call it. It is Pocono. 3 turns. All 3 turns are different. And you got that long front stretch, buddy. Talk about it.
Well, if there's a silver lining to this race, we're going to probably my best racetrack. So anything less than a win coming out of Pocono is not acceptable, in my opinion. That's a track. When we go there, I expect to win. So
yeah, that's one of those tracks you always have circled, basically.
Yep, that is one of them that every time it comes up on a schedule, I have that scheduled as that should be a win in my column. And nothing against anybody else. There's a lot of strong competition in here. Any one of the top guys, anybody that races with us could sneak a win. Just for me personally, that's just one of those tracks I have scheduled on my calendar every year that we come up to that I just have a lot of confidence in.
All righty, buddy. We'll let you get to it, man. Congratulations, third here tonight. Final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks. You want to give before you go celebrate, bud?
I thank Rick Motec for sponsoring the series here and Rick Donathan for putting this whole deal on. I thank Russ Anderson at Northern Capital for sponsoring everybody here at Samson Motorsports. Appreciate working with them, racing with them guys, and thank you for broadcasting.
All righty, David. We'll see you next week at Pocono, buddy.
Hope so, man.
Yep. All right. Well, that is going to bring us here to our second place finisher here tonight, Mr. GT Hawkins here. GT, you got out front, you led some laps here, and then Scott just, the communication there. You guys are teammates, but you're also, kind of fighting for a championship here too, man. So, kind of talk about Nashville, the communication between you and Scott here tonight, and man, talk about it, man. Mike's yours.
Yeah, I tried to, last night I didn't run any practice laps at all really before I ran the Xfinity race.
So I don't even want to hear it.
Right. So I tried to kind of apply what I learned last night to tonight, and it was helpful, but the long run pace just wasn't there. I couldn't keep the right rear under it, and so I was getting a little too hot in there. But yeah, I mean, obviously 1-2 there. I'm racing Wiseheart, really. I'm not really racing Scott. He's way faster than me, so we're working together on the restarts, which is helpful for me and helpful for Scott at the same time too. So I mean, can't say enough about our team. I'm really proud of Scott and his drive tonight, and glad to get another 1-2 here.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's always good to have teammates finishing 1-2 or 1 or 1-2-3. I know you guys last week kind of did a little bit of a sweep there last week. But, this week, I mean, the Cup cars, these cars have so much horsepower. Talk about the horsepower difference between, the Cup car, because we know there is a big difference between the Cup car and the Xfinity car, because you raced last night here at this track at Nashville. There's got to be a huge difference.
Yeah, I mean, it was harder to tell because the Xfinity setup was way goofy. I mean, we were running third gear the whole time in the Xfinity car last night. So we didn't even sniff fourth gear, and third gear in the Cup car was way shorter. So you're running fourth at least. So it seemed a lot better. Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful on exit. It's bumpy too. So you hit the bumps the wrong way under heavy acceleration, and you're gonna burn off your right rear, which is what I did for the majority of that race.
Oh, man, that right rear is a big key here at a track like Nashville for sure. But, Nashville, done, over with, out of the way. We go back to a 2.5 mile. We're going to go to Pocono, Pinocchio, as I like to call it, next week for round number 4. Man, 2 more races left in the chase. Oh, man, talk about Pocono. I really want to say Pinocchio. Pocono. Next week, because we got that, and then of course ISM for round number 5. We'll get more on that after Pocono, but talk about Pocono.
I love Pocono. I don't know anybody that doesn't like to drive it. I hate watching races there. It's so boring, but driving it's really fun. It's if you like driving the stock cars on the road courses, you probably like Pocono too. It's dynamic and it's a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. I assume Scott will run well there too, considering his expertise on the road courses. So it kind of translates there. But
yes,
looking forward to it.
All righty, JT. Well, awesome job out here tonight. Yeah, I'm looking at the points here. I don't know if it's official or not, but they've been updated. You're up to 7th right now in the point standings. I mean, we got 2 more races, JT. So it's not over. 24 points back behind, of course, your teammate there of Scott Rambler. So, 2 more races left. You got some work cut out for you. Do you have something for the next 2 races to get up there and battle it out here for that final race at ISM?
Yeah, I mean, top 3 is the goal. So, I mean, at this point it is, at least. I kind of got where I'm at this season just by being consistent and kind of running up front, but I didn't win any races in Cup. So I've just been a bit off pretty much in this car, pretty much since the newer package was announced and all that. I just never really figured it out, but yeah, I mean, hoping to stay clean. Top 3 is the goal, and hope we can finish well in points. And team points matter to me way more than anything else right now. So.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate and get ready for Pocono, bud?
Yep, shout-out to my teammates at GTM. You guys are awesome. Butt Kicker, RB Custom Rigs, Rick Motec, Stream Motorsports, you guys up at MaxspeedTV, and all my friends, family out there watching. I appreciate you.
All right, GT, we'll see you next week at Pocono, bud.
We'll see you.
Yep. All right. I don't know if he even needs an interview, Mr. Backwards. I won the race here tonight. Got to do my backwards victory lap, 57 butt kicker of Scott Rambler. Sorry, Scott. Had to pick on you, man. Well, as always, you know, when you win, guess what? You go backwards. And you're going to come out victorious here tonight, of course, leading the most laps here as well. You didn't start on pole, but, man, I got to say, once you took the lead, you never looked back. You got to talk about Nashville, the communication between you and GT, your teammate there, and, you know, just, you know, getting around the lap cars, too, because you had to battle that as well. Talk about it.
Oh, yeah. This was an absolute dream night. I mean, I expected to have a bit of trouble getting up through the field, and really just committed to saving my rear tires, because if you push these things at all, it would burn up your right rear and you'd be sliding the entire run. Pretty much right off the get-go, everybody committed to a one-stop strategy, and we were able to get one green flag pit stop in there for y'all. But God, man, those cautions started coming out, and I didn't even get to see how big my gap was. I think at one point I looked up and it was up to 5 seconds or something. It was like, so that entire cushion where I could just relax and do my own thing just evaporated instantly. And that was the probably the scariest part of the night, was every time that happened after I got the lead. But yeah, man, absolute dream run tonight. Got up to the lead on pretty much pace alone. And the communication I had with my teammates was incredible. I have to thank them a lot with working out the strategies, trying to figure out if we should pit for tires or not, and really working together to see if we could pull out the best we could for tonight.
Well, I'm looking at it here, and the top 5 here tonight, there was one other driver that also finished with 0 incidents, Mike Rominger. So the top 5 and Mike Rominger finishing back there in 9th, finishing with 0 incidents here this evening. From what I'm seeing here, I mean, finishing with 0 incidents at Nashville, that has got to be rough, because you've got damage. That had to have been a 0X. It had to have been.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to look at my car right now, because GT told me after the finish that I had a little bit of damage, and I was trying to figure out where he was talking about, because I really don't see anything on me at the moment.
That right rear, you do have some damage on the right rear. Looking at it here right now, live on the broadcast here, there is damage on that right rear of that 57. So you do have some damage.
Okay, the only thing I can think of is I know Nick was running me kind of tight there. He's battling for the championship as well. But no harm, no foul. We got through the corner. It was a 0X. But other than that, it was like going on a Sunday drive through the lap traffic. These guys were doing amazing at staying out of the way, letting us do what we had to do. And it was a lot of fun being able to drive up through the field and then have to deal with all of that as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, you know, I'm going to go ahead and mention him here. I know you're the winner here tonight. Congratulations, first and foremost, on that. But Jacob Bell out there, you know, Jacob Bell, 110, 120-plus laps out there. I mean, you came up on him. You knew he was out there. Your thoughts on the way Jacob Bell in that 77, I mean, he's going to go 7. He's going to finish 7th in the 77, so 777. So if anybody's got good luck out there, there you go. Your thoughts on the way Jacob Bell was running that here tonight?
For where he was initially running at the beginning, I want to say that he was pretty close to being outside the top 10, if not being outside the top 10. And the way he played that strategy was absolutely brilliant. If we had had a caution at any point between when I pit and the cycle started to come out, he would have come out with the lead, and we all likely would have had to pit for tires again. But I was able to run him down
Yes.
and
yes, he was.
get all that taken care of. But his strategy was a very sound one. That very well could have worked out incredibly in his favor.
Well, he's going to grab a top 10 here. You're going to grab the win, though. But we got 2 more races left here, bud. We go to Pocono, Pinocchio, as I like to call it. I don't know. It just happened there. But talk about Pocono, man. I know you love Pocono. So,
fill it with gasoline and burn it to the ground.
Oh, you don't like Pocono?
The only time that I like Pocono is in an open wheel car. So the IR05 or the Delaras, any of the Indy cars, love running those there. Stock cars, might as well burn it to the ground. It's completely useless.
Oh, you do not. So, we'll talk about Pocono. I mean, how do you feel? Well, what do you, if you don't like it, then what are you going to be shooting for? Because you are our points leader. You're up at the top. Everybody's gunning for you right now. Talk about it.
That's a lot of pressure to sit here and think about. But no, the guys that I'm racing have always been really respectful. We race each other clean, and we race each other hard and tight. And it's so much fun going against Vroman and Weishart and all those guys that are still in contention, and GT. Can't leave out the boss man. But yeah, we've always had a lot of respect for each other, and I'm very confident to say that it's going to be a knockdown drag out for the rest of the season, because it's not over by any means.
Oh, no, it's not. 2 more races left. Pocono, ISM. We'll get more on ISM next week, bud. But we got to say congratulations on the win here tonight. You're going to keep that points lead, but we got Pocono, and we got 2 more races left before the champion is crowned. Any final thoughts, shout-out, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate the victory here tonight?
Absolutely. First group that I have to thank is obviously all my teammates at GTM. We've been absolutely killing it in the team point standings, and if we haven't locked down the team championship yet, we're dang close to it. So I'm really proud of these guys. They've been busting their butts from ARCA all the way up to my teammates here in Cup, and they've been putting on a hell of a show. I want to thank our sponsors, Rick Bell's Custom Rigs and Butt Kicker. If you get a chance to go online and take a look at Butt Kicker's hello, brain fart. If you go online to look at the online portal with Butt Kicker, you can enter the code GTM20 for 20% off your order. And thanks to you guys for tuning in, and thanks to you, Josh, for broadcasting tonight.
All right, well, it was me and Elvis up here. He did have to leave. He had some stuff to kind of deal with, but it was me and Elvis up here, and I do appreciate it. I'm sure Elvis appreciates it too. But Scott, man, 2 more races. Go celebrate your victory here tonight. We will see you next week at Pocono, bud.
All right, sounds good.
Yep. All righty, folks. Well, what an awesome race here tonight at Nashville Speedway. We'll go ahead and take a look at the caution count number here. We tied the caution count number here tonight from last night in the RB Custom Rigs Xfinity Series with 4 cautions. 19 caution laps here tonight. Of course, we're done with the race here. We've had 5 lead changes. So 4 cautions, not bad at all for 180 laps here. What an awesome race. But let's get down here to the, I'll go the official results here, but we'll go ahead and go with unofficial. But Scott Rambler going to grab the win here tonight at Nashville. What an awesome run by Scott Rambler here. GT Hawkins, his teammate, and the boss man for GT Motorsports there in second. David Weishart in third. Rob Haynes fourth. Garrett Grant fifth. Nicholas Vroom Vroom Vroman sixth. Jacob Bell, man, what a run. What a drive by that 77 machine of Jacob Bell. He is going to finish there in 7th. Like I said, 777 for Jacob Bell. Lucky number there. Man, Jacob Bell Racing, check them out. Man, awesome job by Jacob Bell. Travis McDaniel in 8th. Mike Rominger 9th. Darren Bruce 10th. David Elliott in 11th. Danny Ware in 12th. John Sterling 13th. Tyler Holman 14th. Nick Hunt 15th. Michael Thwaites going to round out our 16-car field here in 16th. But yet again, congratulations goes to Scott Rambler here tonight in that butt kicker 57 RB Custom Rigs machine for the win here tonight at Nashville. Well, tomorrow night, the NASCAR Cup Series right here on MaxspeedTV TV with myself, Josh from Medlock, and Gary Wells up here in the booth with me. Check us out right here, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. Right here on MaxspeedTV TV. Until tomorrow night, folks, thank you all. Stay safe and have a good night.